Hello there, and welcome to Women's Business.
My name is Dr. Marianne Shallcross Smith, known to most as Dr. Daycare, and this is my co-host, Amy Vogel. We'd like to welcome you to our mentoring program designed to educate our community on issues facing working women. We will be speaking to our guests in the areas art, sciences, health, education, law, medicine, politics, community service, military, and business.
The goal of the show is to provide information that comes only from personal experience and to pass this information down to our daughters, nieces, neighbors, family, and friends. Much of the content will relate to the guest speaker's journey in their profession, what they have learned most about this process, and what they wished they had known before this journey began. Since women-owned businesses are the fastest growing sector of our economy, my guests will close with what lesson they would like to pass on to the viewing audience.
Thank you for joining us on Women's Business. We are honored to welcome Jessica Gervais. She's a local author who wrote her first children's book called Monkey by the Sea.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be an exciting
Welcome.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Wow.
Of course,
First
thank you.
book. And I just got to breeze through it, and the illustrations are beautiful.
Thank you. My friend actually did it, Talia.
Wow.
She did the illustrations.
Shout out to Talia, my
I know,
goodness.
I know.
Yeah, and
She's
actually,
awesome.
believe it or not, when your sons and your husband watch the show, your sons are going to say hi to them. So you need to say hi right now.
Hi, hubby, Cody, and Jade.
There you go. Now it's going to be an easy show after that.
All right,
part.
good. Yeah, don't cooperate
about them.
Tal, you got a shout out, and the kids are like, "What about me, Mom? What about
know.
me?" Yeah. We always know that our family's always behind us all the way, don't we?
Absolutely.
That's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
So where did you get the idea for the book?
Well, definitely my boys. I've always loved to write anyways when I was younger. I started maybe like elementary school. And then after I had the boys, I just wanted to do something for them. And every night I have to sing a song and make up a story every single night.
Jeez.
And it had it changed. So after doing it for a while, I started remembering some of the characters and we incorporated them in other stories.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's how Little Monkey came. It was like my little guy, and then the story is loosely based on my oldest. We had a conversation about being different. So that's how it all began.
That is amazing.
Thank
And
you.
how long did it take you to do it?
About a year and a half.
That's not bad.
I
That's
know.
pretty good,
I
really.
know. I thought it was like taking forever, but
From
yeah.
idea to finish?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
really good.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, great. That's really good.
Yeah, and it's I started with another publishing company, and then like halfway through, it just wasn't working, so I ended up going somewhere else. So I think it would have been quicker if I started off with this publishing company first. But live and learn.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's all a living, learning, a lot of learning lessons in writing a book. I
Yep.
totally get that. So if anyone out there is listening, wants to write a children's book, wants to write their own book, got great ideas. I think sometimes it's just sitting down and getting the pencil and the paper.
Absolutely.
Or today it's computerized, but I still like the pencil and paper because you can erase. But how did you get it published? Teach them out there how they can do this.
A lot of research. Basically,
Okay,
what
yeah.
I did is I just Googled as much as possible. I read as much as possible. And fortunately, I had a friend who's also, he wrote a book and he's using the same publishing company.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So I was able to go to him asking questions, and he told me exactly what I really needed to do, where I needed to go. So I finally contacted the publishing company. I wrote them what I wanted to do. I submitted all my information, and they got back to me within like a week
Oh,
and said that they
wow.
wanted to do it. So yeah.
That's
Wow,
great. Now, how do
wow.
you pitch your idea to a publishing company? Like, what are the things you should put in there to maybe help you along the process? Because they can say no.
They can say no, but this is actually a self-publishing, but it's a selected self-publishing company.
Got it.
So yeah, they can say no, but most of the time they don't.
Okay,
But
so that's helpful.
Yeah, it really was, because right now traditional publishing is it's just so difficult to get into it.
Yeah.
So if anybody really wants to fulfill their dream and actually do something with the book, self-publishing is it's really the way to go right now.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, you said 18 months. I had my book in my head for well over 10 years, maybe 20. And finally, I was kind of like had a motivation with my marketing director to make it happen.
Nice.
But the key behind the whole thing is, and I'm thinking, I'm almost glad I waited this long,
Mm-hmm.
because to get all these publishing companies involved, the power of the internet has certainly helped people to really sit down, be able to write a book and get it published.
Absolutely.
And then, as we all know, it's the marketing of it.
I know. That's the headache part of it.
It is, it is, it is. But how about a budget? Like, how much would it cost? So someone give them a range to get it published through like a company that you went through.
This publishing company, because I wanted hardcover, it was a lot more money than if you did it through like Create Space, which a lot of people can do.
Yeah.
But the package I did was just say roughly, I think it was like 500 books.
Yeah.
And they sent it to me. They keep some of them in their warehouse, so if people bought it. And it was rough. I think it was like $2,500.
Okay.
Maybe $3,000. I can't really remember in the beginning.
Honestly, it's not bad.
I know. At first I was like, but
No.
I mean, after seeing the final project, I was just like, it's fine.
That's awesome.
And you know, another thing I like to, because I'm just meeting you for the first time today, Jess, but another thing is as an author, maybe we all can kind of like team up. That area club is amazing.
It is.
They keep us really motivated in many days with their emails. If we all start teaming up and kind of maybe take a group of us with children's books and stop marketing each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. That might be a way to do it too.
I know.
Now, where do you sell your book? Do you sell it on Amazon or do you sell?
Yeah, it is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. The easiest way is jessicalgervais.com, or you can even get it through mascotbooks.com. And then I sell it through, somebody contacts me, I'm able to personalize if they really want it to a particular person, a
Oh, that's
child,
great.
and then I send it off to them.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
you know, I was
amazing.
gonna say, I held it a little while ago. It's a quality book.
I think
You know,
so.
when you pick up a book, it just feels quality.
Yeah.
This is definitely, it's got the sense of quality. I love these clouds. I love the clouds. I'm trying to read it from cover to cover.
And the paper's
Wow.
like really like sturdy.
It's sturdy for
Yeah.
children.
Yep.
Wow. And what age group? What age group do you think?
They say 3 to 8.
3 to 8.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Great age.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's great when kids are first learning their words as well. The font's pretty big.
Yeah.
Which is nice because I have a 6-year-old and it helps her to just look at the words and not be overwhelmed by
Focused.
the amount of text.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're saying, Amy, when she sees that, she can take. Look, I can see her finger going.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
And, like,
It'll really get a child more motivated to read.
Yep. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, that is one of the things that I wanted to do is just like one sentence on each page.
yeah.
I have 2 boys. The attention span is very little.
Yep.
So I wanted like a simple, bold
Yep.
illustration of little monkey and then one sentence on each page. And it's not super long.
Yeah.
It's 24 pages and it goes by like this if you're reading it.
And they can remember the message.
Absolutely.
Because I think also their brains are still developing. If you
Yeah.
give too much in it, they can't
It's too much.
grasp the message at that moment. So that's
And
great.
as a mom, I don't want to be reading a novel
No,
at
exactly.
night.
I get that.
I just want to pick a book and read it and
Well,
go to night.
I
How
just
many times as a mom do you go to the bookshelf of your child and you're like, this one, it's like good night moon.
I
go,
that's
good
what I
night
do.
moon tonight.
I know.
Like, let's go.
Nice and quick.
I'm like, it's
I
really
wonder why
late.
they pick good night moon.
I
Good
know.
night, Hannah Bride.
I'm like, we can read this together. It's going to be wonderful.
And you want another one.
I could see why he would go to the bookshelf and pick out a book that reads very quickly, as yours does, because look at this, all about the author. We have a dancer, we have a mother, we have a wife, we have a photographer, we have a writer, and it's
In a
amazing.
full-time
And
job.
a full-time job.
Yeah.
Tell us how you do this.
I don't know.
Okay, I get
A lot
that.
of support from my husband, really.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really good. Like he does a lot of the home stuff if I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
When I come home, then we'll just tackle as much as we can together.
Perfect.
And then I'm able to have a little downtime and either read or write, or if I wanted to do something, it like de-stresses me. But yeah, I just have to try to balance everything. Instead of doing something for an hour, maybe I can do it for a half hour this day and then pick it up another half hour the next day because I want to spend as much time as I can with my boys since I'm not with them during the day, which stinks. But as a mom, you almost have to do it nowadays,
Yes.
unfortunately.
100%.
I think sometimes I've touched a lot of women who are working and a mom and a wife and have all those roles and volunteers. But I find if they say if you want to get something done, ask a busy woman, or a
Yes.
busy man.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, it's somehow they fit it into their schedule. It's
I know.
amazing.
Well, I think, like, for me, when I'm busy, for some reason I can do a lot more.
Me too.
And if I have a lot of time not to do anything,
Yeah.
I just tend not to do anything.
Yeah.
So I rather have go, because I feel like I just fit it in.
Right, and then you crash.
But you give me a free weekend,
I know.
I'm like, why am I still in my pajamas? It's almost 11 o'clock.
I know, but it feels so nice.
I know.
I
I'm
know.
on my 3rd cup of coffee. I'm like, what is this?
But ladies, I just want to
life.
definitely give you permission to do that too. Really, both of you are very busy
When you
ladies.
think about it, and you're like, oh, God, I think I'm supposed to be doing
I
something
know.
right
And then I feel guilty if I'm sitting there. I'm like, let me just go up and just do it.
It's all
Full of
part being a
laundry.
woman.
now. Yeah, laundry folding is like my second job.
I hate it.
I just need to add, Sunday my husband and I went to see the movie Hidden Figures, about the 3 women at NASA who
Oh.
became the mathematical geniuses behind getting John and Glenn on the moon. And it reminded me of us everyday women who get up every day with family and husbands and going to work and being volunteer at your church and all those things that go, and how these women, you know, did everything to, you know, get women into the next level in profession. It was pretty cool, pretty good movie, which I'm thinking as we're talking about this now. Absolutely. So if you want anyone to know anything special about your book, what would you want the listening audience, or actually the viewing audience, to?
Definitely, the whole moral of the story for this first one is being different. Little monkey, he realizes that he's different, and his mom, when she realizes that he's noticing, she helps him appreciate that being different is actually a good thing. And I'm hoping it's going to teach children to accept other children for their differences as well. And I know there's so many books about being different, but I really don't think there can't be enough.
Yeah.
Especially today's society is just crazy.
Yeah.
So if one person or one child gets to read it and understands it and takes it in, I've succeeded.
And I think everyone has a different way of saying that message.
Yeah.
So it depends how it relates to the audience that it's meeting at that time. So as you said,
Yeah.
if one reader understands it, then that's great.
Yeah.
And that's all that really you were going after anyway.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Thank you.
Now, if someone wanted to purchase your book, how would they get it?
They can go to jessicagervais.com or mascotbooks.com, or you can do the traditional way. You can do amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. There are in some like little stores in Barrington, but there's only like a couple in each.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I outreached for my first book. I've outreached to a lot of small businesses, and help. It's not easy.
No.
You got to call again. You hope you email, and honestly, some of it's going on to a lot of deaf ears. You know what I'm saying?
Fortunately, my husband does all of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like while I'm at work, his job is like weather related. So if it's raining, he can't really do too much work. So he'll pick up the book and he'll actually just like sell it himself, and you know, us really, because it is our book.
Oh,
Of course it is.
So-
Oh,
It's a
absolutely.
family event. Like, honestly, fair. It's
Yes.
everyone working together to make this happen.
Absolutely.
Because without support, you have nothing.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I really wouldn't. So he is really great about that. So he'll, follow up with the people, and
Oh, that's awesome.
good. One less thing I have to worry about.
Exactly.
No, really, no.
Exactly.
It's nice to be able to come home from work and say, hey, guess what? I got you another bookstore.
I
I'm
know.
like, yes, yes, yes.
Sounds good
yes.
to me.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, honey.
Oh yeah.
But it sounds like you've done a little bit of research too on how to market the book. So if the viewing audience really wanted ideas on how to market, we have Facebook, as you know.
Yep.
We talked a little bit about all those children's authors in Rhode Island, maybe, or New England connecting. You know?
That's the biggest way that I do right now is marketing through Facebook. I also have Twitter, working on Pinterest as well. But Facebook has been like the easiest thing for me so far.
Yes, yeah.
And also Instagram too is another way to do it.
Okay.
Putting it out there so you have all your viewers looking at it, and then it has all my information in order to contact me, my website, my email if they ever wanted to ask me any questions.
Yeah.
So it's been easier that way. I would love to like hire a marketing person.
I
But
know, I'm lucky. I have one on staff, which is fantastic
Oh,
at
that's
my business.
awesome.
But I mean, it's funny, like my finance person say, Marianne, it's just like, we had a whole bunch of books and they're like all gone and we didn't make any money. It's like everyone I come across, like
She just hands them off a
I like,
I
hey, here's a
do
free
too
book. I'm like,
sometimes. I know.
sometime I feel like I'm just going to hand it to the right person and they're just
Me
going to,
too.
got that feeling?
I know.
Thank you.
I do. I'm like, are you
Thank
going to share it with all the moms you know?
Exactly.
Okay.
Would you just keep sharing my book?
I know.
And yours is unique, it's fantastic, because yours is like 12 months a year. I'm going to say that ours is seasonal. Ours is all about graduation.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So it's like we have like that market to sell it in, because people are looking for graduation, preschool graduation books. But yours is like can go across all kinds of months and years, which is fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, if someone wanted to write a book, because it seems daunting, like to a typical person, did you have prior experience in writing books, or did you just say, let me do this, let me try it? And like, what gave you the get up and go to do it?
The biggest thing that I was in college, and we had a professor gave us a assignment that we had to write a play for 30 pages. So I was like, there's
Write a
no
play?
way for a play. Yeah,
Oh gosh,
I
that's
know.
That's an assignment.
I was like, there's no way
business
I'm gonna do it.
What do you want me to
Oh, I had no idea. But I just sat up in front of the computer and I had just one idea. I wrote the 30 pages maybe in 2 days.
No way.
It was nuts.
You,
was
you got a
nuts.
hidden talent. You do.
It just like was coming out of me, and then they actually reached out to me and they wanted to perform the play
No way.
at the college and direct it and do everything.
Did they do it?
Silly me, because I was young and I decided no, because they wanted to tweak a lot of the play.
Okay.
And I was just kind of like, I don't really want to at that time in my life.
I get that.
You know?
I get that.
I had a boyfriend. We wanted to get married, and start a family. But then so then for a while I went dormant, my whole writing
Yeah.
for a while. But after I had the boys, like just one thing, I'd have to think of one like sentence, like that rhymed, you know, when I was telling the stories like at night. And from then on, I would just write that one sentence, and then it seemed every time I looked at the paper, something else would come up. Something else would come up.
So you
I'd write it down.
you definitely innately got it. If you could sit down
Yeah.
in a couple of days and get it a 30-page play.
What was the play about?
It was really different. It was about, it was 5 children, and they were in a room. They were probably like teenagers. And long story short, they all had different personalities, and you know, the one was like just angry, and one was very self-conscious, shy. And towards the end, you know, something happened in the play, and it ended up being just one person. So it was that one person,
with
but
all of those emotions.
All
exactly.
those parts of that
That's so
person.
cool.
Yep, it was
That's
cool.
a cool play.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Can
fun.
you
It
get a
was
piece
fun.
of that into your children's book?
I want to, but it was a little dark.
Okay,
So
but
we'll see.
lighten it up.
Maybe they'll be in my
lighten it up.
novel or something. Yeah, I know. I was like, want to try
And
something
actually,
different.
from a psychological perspective, that whole philosophy of parts are coming out. That there was so many different parts of us,
Yeah.
and so it sounds like you got that many years ago.
Yep.
That's cool.
It's kind of
wow.
like Inside Out, the Disney or Pixar movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Similar to that.
Yeah, definitely.
You have all of the emotions.
See, and I did it way before.
Yes, you did.
You could have been Disney. Think about it.
Man,
Jess,
I missed out.
I need to ask you this, Jess, to see if we're connected here.
Yeah.
One thing you said about your play is that people started reading it and changing it around. Did you kind of feel like inside they were changing you around when they suggested that for a
I
little
did.
bit? Yeah, I had to get over that.
Yeah.
That was a piece of me way back when, and like I wouldn't let anyone like read my stuff.
Yeah.
And then one day I'm like, no, Miriam, if you're gonna grow, you
Yeah.
know, you just gotta let that happen. You
I know.
But it's a hard part, isn't it?
It is, because I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you going to change? Like, that's my favorite part. Why don't you want me to have it in there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah, definitely.
I come across that a lot, really. I even like bring it to the next level at work, where in my policies at work, like, no, like, knock it off.
Just don't read it yet.
Yes, exactly.
So, because you do 9 million things, which is very
Yes.
impressive, how do you make special time to do things with your family, or is it just you make it work, like however it is? Like you're kind of flexible within the moment.
We do make it work, but we do have special time, dinner time. We always have to sit down with each other. I don't allow like the iPad, the TV to be on. My husband and I, we ask the kids about their day and what can we do to make their day better. So that is basically the main time that we put aside for ourselves. And then the weekend is kind of one of those things, whenever you have time, hey, let's go bowling, let's go watch a movie. But we very family oriented. I want the boys to be like very attached to us so they know how it is to have a family and be loved.
Yeah.
I just think that's really important for children.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
It's you can make it work, like when
Yeah.
you're in it, especially like the
You have
weekends.
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weekends, because I work full time as well, is our time to just be like with ourselves. Do things come up? Of course they do.
Always.
But for the most part, it's just us, and that's it.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, it's hard, but you make it work.
I know you're like, oh, all right, it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
I did it.
What do your boys think of that when they see you like their mom's name on here?
My youngest, I think, thinks it's like cooler, you know? He's like, oh, I'm the monkey, so he's all excited about
Oh
it.
wow!
Yeah.
So he's really connecting.
Yeah,
I got
he
it,
is.
Got
and
it.
he can read it too. Like there's maybe a couple words that he's kind of like struggling with, but he thinks it's cool that he can read it. And my oldest, I think he's just like too cool, too old, you know? I mean, I can see that he's excited about it, but he just doesn't really want to show it too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, he likes the book as well.
Yeah.
And their names are in it, so that's
Yeah,
great.
they're really
Well,
excited about that.
Yeah, my daughter, the other day, she's getting on the bus, I went to give her a kiss. She's like, Mommy. I'm like, you're only almost 7. Like, no.
I know.
We're not in middle school.
I know.
We're in first grade.
Just wanted me to hold his hand, nothing. I was like, really?
I know. Until they're home, and then they're like right next to you, and you're like, see, I knew you still had it.
I know. You still love me.
One of my friends. So the balance. You got a full-time job, right?
I do, yes.
Well, how's that going? You like, yeah?
I do.
Keeps you busy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say I love it. It's very it's difficult to do sometimes, but just because I have to balance. If I had to only focus on that one thing, I would really love my job. But yeah, I try to like it's a job right now.
Yeah,
It's paying the bills.
Yes.
Yep.
So.
That's what jobs do.
Yeah, I know. That's the most important part.
Yes.
Yeah. So what ideas for the next book? Like this is going to go on the monkey theme?
I have 3 monkey and 3 piglets.
Oh, I love piglets.
Yeah, I love piglet too. That's gonna be my other boy. So we're gonna try to incorporate. I have to at least do one more, you know.
You don't want one to feel like
left
favorite
out.
child.
Yeah, can't do that. So I have 9 stories written already. They're like in a
Really?
folder. Yeah.
Okay.
It just kept spitting out at me like the last 2 years.
That's amazing.
And my husband like was reading it, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, trying to like give it to him, like, what do you think? And he's like, this is really good. Like, just do it.
That's
so,
awesome.
You know, with the support and everything, we got everything together and did it. And now he's like, well, when are you gonna do the next one? I'm like, wait a minute. Let's try to like, you know, survive from this one first.
Right.
So you have the other ones ready to go, though?
I do, yeah. I have like different topics too. Not all like morals to the story. It's not all about, you know, being different, but I do have like one about being bullied and afraid of the
big one.
dark.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, if they don't have a moral, they evoke an emotion.
Right.
If it's not in the reader and the child, then it's in the mom, you know, and the adult, whoever is reading to the child.
Yeah.
So I hope to get that message across, and I hope they enjoy it.
Well, Rebecca came up with an idea for us, for us as ed graduates. This in November, we're going to go to the Early Childhood Conference.
Oh, nice.
In Atlanta, and supposedly, like, I'm making this up, but I'm pretty close, like 10,000 people, and they're all educators.
Oh, wow.
So we don't know if we should send 5 books down or 50 cases down. We're trying to figure that out, but
I
we're
think
buying.
5 is good.
Knock it off. So,
Okay, 15.
Okay. But anyhow, you have to have them shipped in. They're going to give you a booth. But I have been going to the conference for many, many years, but I hadn't gone in many years. And the amount of people there and the table space, and they have this huge, huge room that all the vendors are there. So we're really hoping to sell some books there, and
That'd be
then also
nice.
get feet in the door for people from other states and stuff to
Yeah.
see if they would go into their, you know, like maybe a kindergarten would give it to their get it into their classroom. So, but the marketing is we're struggling with that
It's
too.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It's a
I
hard
think-
business.
And it's hard because you guys are self-published, correct?
Right.
So, yeah.
Where if you have one of the big traditional publishing firms behind you,
Yeah.
they do all of that.
Yeah.
do.
And they
correct.
have their own name already.
Right.
And then they team you up with kind of famous author. Like you have a lot more
Yeah.
networking. So like you all are running from the ground up.
Right.
Right.
Like you don't have that step
Correct.
kind of above because you're
Yeah.
with a traditional marketing. I mean
Yeah.
publishing agency.
Right.
Which I could see be more difficult, but
Yeah.
if you keep getting it, it's all about getting it out there, getting it
getting
out
it
there,
out there,
getting
yeah.
it out there.
That's what I'm trying.
And I don't know about you, but I see if I'm in the right category here, but I just want to think there's not a lot of money to be made in the sales of these books. It's like once it gets onto Amazon, Amazon gets it onto Barnes and Noble.
Yep.
You might make $2.11.
Yeah, it's
so I want
crazy.
people to know that. So,
Because the book is like 15, but if I get it like the royalties from Amazon, it's
Right,
like it is
right,
$2. I'm like,
it's like
all that work?
All that work, yeah. So I'm in my head because I'm like a law of attraction woman. I'm like, okay, so if I sell 1 million copies, there will be $1 million to be made here. You know,
know,
just, you
I
have to-
wish.
but you got to do this in your head. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's
Or you get a major motion movie made out of it.
yeah.
That's
we
how
should
most
do.
you know.
Disney,
That's how,
Disney.
that's how
Disney.
most people make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aim,
so
you're gonna
true.
market for us.
I
This is
know.
good.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you need to get. It has to be a vast
Yes,
spread.
yeah, it
Yeah.
Do you know
does,
what I mean?
It does. It
So
does.
that's the most difficult part, I think, is getting that vast spread. But once you get it,
Yep.
it's almost like you become your own
yeah. It's just
business. Like
Right.
you are it.
Right.
It's like
That's it.
It's just getting there is the
it's
hard part.
getting
Exactly.
there, yeah.
It's
yeah.
tiresome, but when you do, think about the accomplishment.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Like that's
Yeah.
amazing.
And I'm trying not to get like too down on myself. It just came out
Oh,
at the end of
don't.
June.
Oh.
But I'm like, I just felt like it was gonna like fly
Well,
off the
yeah.
shelves because you know it's my story. I love the
I
book.
know, I get it.
And when
Now-
it's not, it's like,
I get
To get them in public libraries, you have to go through a process, correct?
Yes.
You do. You have to have review. I don't know if it's 1 or 3 reviews or if it depends on the library. But I was speaking with one of the authors from ARIA, and she said that she has her book like in the Barrington Library and another one, and that they didn't ask for any reviews. So I guess it's just it depends.
Okay, it might be local. That's
yeah.
good to know.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I would love to like read to the kids at
Yeah.
the library.
Yes.
You know.
That's
Yeah.
a really good
So
idea.
it's a,
Yeah.
yeah. Once again, you show up and do like a reading with them too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if there's small bookstores in little like in towns,
Yeah.
you can go there and read to the
Yes.
kids.
And just a huge, really shout out for ARIA. They're an amazing publishing company, publishers, and
Yeah.
the book for authors in Rhode Island. They are like they're there for people. They really are.
They really are. I wouldn't be able to have
No.
done this,
And
really.
they're a phone call, email, anything away, and they get you to the next step.
Yep,
Yeah.
they do. They're great.
Is it in Rhode Island?
Yeah, it meets in, I think it's Coventry. I haven't gone to any of their monthly meetings, but I'm certainly involved on the internet. How
I
about
think
you?
they just switched to a new location. I can't remember where it is. I want to say Cranston or Coventry, but
Okay,
I'm
right.
not positive.
Yeah.
But the meeting is next is in February, so I'll definitely go there.
Yeah, well, I think it's one of those things you really need to show up at to get like
Yeah.
more community
Well, if you
type of thing.
find also if you someone at that meeting has an experience of how they got their book out,
Right.
it's great to kind of learn from them. Why reinvent the wheel, or why try to figure
Yeah.
it out on your own if someone else already has the answer?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
It's
that's
helpful.
That's a lot, especially again when you're doing so much.
Yeah.
Your whole job isn't this.
Right.
It's part of
Right.
your job.
Yeah,
So that's a huge challenge.
definitely.
There's also, you said, Jessica, is with self-publishing, there's just so many more people out there publishing too.
Oh, yeah.
So now
All the time.
it's fantastic because you can get your dream done.
Yep.
But also you become a lot more in the making. So
Right.
trying to get that out of into the sky type of thing.
It's like so much competition too. Like you just need that one thing sometimes for a particular book
Yep.
to get out there, and everybody wants to buy
Send
it.
it to Ellen. I feel like Ellen does a lot of good things.
I would love to send it to her, but will she get it? I
You
don't
never
know.
know.
I'm gonna try.
I think
I'm
you
gonna
should try
try.
it.
I think
I
will.
was
Put something. I feel like if you put something creative in it, when they open it, they'll be like, "Oh, she's very like." If something pops up, be like, "Wow, this girl's very creative." Do you know what I mean?
You think of something? Let me know.
I will.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an
trying to
Oprah
think.
fan. I've been Oprah fan
she's-
forever. I'm like when I did my
yeah.
dissertation on Oprah, they had to go in, I got the piece of it
And
for
Donahue.
leadership and Donahue. That
you guys
just shows
know
you my.
Donahue?
But anyhow,
No.
Oprah fascinated me
So
as a
old
leader.
time
Just
talk show host.
really.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's anyhow. But Oprah Winfrey, when I first went to get my doctorate, I had to do it on a leader. And I picked her. But to make a very long story short, because we have 2 minutes left. Then I did all this research on how to get her attention.
Yeah.
And it said you need to send her a package, and on the package it's almost like if you sell it like the 8.5 by 11 yellow envelope, you got to like put polka dots on it, like get those round circles and put them
my
over.
gosh, yeah.
So when millions of pieces of mail come in, they're gonna like pull out yours because they know you're creative.
I'm gonna put like
so
sparkles
try that
and
for
everything.
Ellen. Try
I
that
will.
for Ellen.
Why
Really?
not?
What the heck?
I'll let
Say,
you know.
Ellen, how about looking at children's authors? Really?
Yeah.
Something, but I sometimes think we just gotta try it. And I really.
If you're giving out your books for free anyway,
I
you might as well
know.
give to someone with influence.
That's true.
And the other thing is, I think I'm making this up as I'm sitting here, but I think that might be more direct than today in email, because right now I think they must be
yeah.
inundated.
Well, email.
where this is
even
like
when
in
I
their
get
hands.
Right.
emails,
Try it.
I forget who emails me. I have
Exactly.
to flag
Me too.
things.
So
it
many.
becomes
Right.
complicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Simple. I think we need to go back to the way of simple.
I would love
I
that.
agree.
Simple is
Yeah.
better. Like the complicated of like, did I get back to that one? Is this going there? It's just, I think it's too much at times.
I agree.
So we have a minute left. Is there anyone like in your beginning, in your early years of life, that really you think was a significant person to get you to be a writer today?
Definitely my mother.
Your mom, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She was always behind me no matter what. Like
Nice.
dancing was, even if I did a flap ball change, it fell on my face. It was like the best thing in the world. But
You fell gracefully.
yeah, I felt gracefully with my hands up in the air. But after she saw my writing, and she's like, you have to do something with it. And she has been pushing me ever since.
So she's a cheerleader.
Definitely.
So if anyone want to get in touch with you, how are they going to do that?
Jessica L. Gervais at yahoo.com or jessicalgervais.com.
Great, great. And it's Monkey by the Sea.
Yes.
And Jessica is the author, and beautiful, beautiful illustrations. And it's Mascot Books, correct?
Absolutely. Yep.
Great.
Thank you very much for being on the show. We enjoyed it.
Thanks for having us.
Great show.
Thank you.